Okay, let's try this again. Coin toss, who wins? I don't think it's fair. I don't think it's fair. We're about to see, so at the best situation, we're about to see 3.5 games from this series. But yeah. Game number 1 again. So it's gonna be Witch against Kronos. This time the map doesn't have any kind of fish. So yeah, they will play yet another one time. Oh, Joy kills like 2 gazelles at the same time without any real reason. Those gazelles really can help you advance just by the first pack. But let's see if there is more hand on the map except those lions. Some berries, okay, some aurochs. Maybe also the berries here, probably the aurochs should be either here or even here. Don't think there are other spots that they can spawn. Okay, we have more hand and it's more gazelle actually. So probably the auroch should be here. Some goats found for Joy, some goats found for Ehetleos, also some rhinoceros here on the map. And there we go, the auroch, as I told you. Okay, Odin's Wand and a Black Lotus. Both of those relics are actually really useful if and when those guys decide to actually try and take them. So Joy going for a very standard build, 2 on food, 1 wood, 1 on gold. The Tlatoani from Ehetleos is going forward, probably to harass the food of Joy. Joy also found some more goats there. And you know what would be cool, guys? If you could choose when to cast like the special abilities of your units. There was like a button that you could just click and then go for the special. For example, the Manticore, the Chimera, the Nemean Lion, the Frost Giant, the Fire Giant, and so on. Okay, there we go. Joy now getting a 4th one on food. Ehetleos will be kinda late to advance, it seems like, because he went from the starting food to all the way down to those auroch. And now we get a temple from Joy. Okay, so Joy already advancing through Leto and not through Prometheus. This is something that makes me wonder as to why. Also the Eye of Horus here can help any player that get the relic, and the 4th relic in the game is the Singles of Steel, so it's okay. It's an okay relic. The Tlatoani from Ehetleos got the Odin's Wand and probably will take also the Black Lotus. On the other side, I would like to see Joy get his relic and get on the temple. Now 80%. As for Ehetleos, he's 50% through Koyosaki. I don't know if Joy wants to go for a second town center or not, but probably this is the plan here. Or maybe not. Or maybe yes. I'm not really sure as to where are those guys going. Okay, so Joy going for a counter barracks, and this is the town center that he goes with. So Koyosaki comes through for Ehetleos here. There we go. Some warrior priest and the Witch Nawa myth unit. Okay, a counter barracks for Joy here. I would like to see some Turma and some Catapeltes. Probably a double counter barracks is the optimal choice here for unit composition. The other side, the Ehetleos is going for a Tiangui and a youth barracks, while getting back on the chickens. Despite having seen the gazelles here with the rhino, he still chooses to go to the chickens. Deeply sorry for that. And there we go. The counter barracks, for some reason he is getting it in the front. The second counter barracks from Joy, I really like this. And also now the second TC will be up. On the other side, the Ehetleos will try to advance the heroic age pretty quick. He is getting the extra 3 commoners out of the Tiangui. And they will be placed on wood. So probably after he gets the heroic age up timing, he will go for a second TC. And there we go, Joy going for a spam of automatons there. So Ehetleos will advance to the heroic age in about a minute or so. He will click, so about 2 minutes from now. Okay, there we go, mid-clan Tetkli, there we go, mid-clan Tetkli will give him access to the GG Mittel and the Aztec version of the Ancestors, while on the other side Joy is not getting any units out. And there we go, the Jaguar Knight from Ehetleos now will harass the myth units of Joy. I think those units can actually take down all of the Jaguars. One Jaguar is attacking his own building, but it's okay. So what Joy needs to do right now, by the time he sees the heroic age from Ehetleos, he should just get onto this gold mine and just try to deny it. He has the better eco, so he can actually push. So there we go, mid-clan Tetkli from Ehetleos. And I think it will still be a win for Joy if he manages to get Ehetleos to use the Death's Awakening God Power defensively. The other side, we see Joy happily gathering resources, nothing too crazy. He has the armory out. He's getting even more citizens, up to 15 now. And one thing that I like to see is Ehetleos raiding right, left and center of the map, and those flying myth units can actually save him from any harassment that Joy may try to do. So by the time you get like 3 of those all the way up to 5, I have also seen 7. It's really big. It's really big. Okay, there we go. It's been spotted by Joy pretty quick before he even reaches half the map. We have some damage here from the Tourney hero, really nice reflexes here from Mr. Joy. Also yet another flying myth unit from Ehetleos. Ehetleos is trying to take this gold mine for himself. 700 gold left on the first initial gold mine. On the other side, Joy will try to advance to the heroic age just after this citizen, most probably. Never mind. Okay, there we go. Let's see what the god of choice will be for him. Both Hyperion and Rhea are pretty decent on this. And there we go, Hyperion is the god of choice for Joy, but Joy doesn't pay attention to his army. Those units will go down probably very quick. There is not even a single human unit on this army. The first human unit we see this Spearman, and we have a lot of Tourney out for Joy. Joy starting gold mine has finished. He needs to go on to the second gold mine. On the other side we see that the Ehetleos entering capture mode already. Okay, there we go. The Tourney are attacking the its Papalotl. Really nice micro from Mr. OG on this fight, while Ehetleos is trying. Oh, there we go. Oh, this was a very nice use of this. Oh my god, he got like 7 or 8 Tourneys here. This is one of the best uses of the Archaic Age god power from Ehetleos. The Fire Strike. If used correctly, this god power can actually do a lot. So Ehetleos on this side is now getting prisoners onto the temple to get even more myth units out. You can see that more each Papalotls are getting trained. Joy on the other side, he is in the heroic age with 2 TC, he is getting yet another military barracks. I would like to see him get a market probably on this corner and just start the trade route. And also I would like to see the Chaos used, Chaos used, and unfortunately for Joy, the Chaos got the weakest myth unit. So now three satyrs are not gonna do the job against all this army. Look how many shadows of Mid-Clan have been spotted from the god power for Ehetleos here, and look how much damage they actually deal to this. It's more than 30, just like 35 damage per hit from those each Papalotls on the satyrs. It's actually huge damage. Tower coming up for Joy, but I think it's a little bit too late. We see the market, we don't see any kind of upgrade of trades happening for Joy in order for him to create more army. A lot of siege weapons for Ehetleos. Okay, there we go. Joy takes down one of those ramps, 2 of those ramps even, but he loses 2 citizens to do so, 124 population to just 73 from Joy. It doesn't seem like Joy can actually defend this whatsoever, so Joy needs to get some farms here, get a lot of citizens onto gold, a lot more than just 5 that he has. So Joy is trying to take down the... Oh my god, he lost 2 more citizens. He lost 2 more citizens. The town center will probably remain standing for now. Okay, we see the each Papalotl getting sniped down from Joy. Really nice job, but he actually lost yet another citizen. So he is down to 21 yet again with 5 idols. He's getting some destroyers out. and yet another ram is gonna probably do the work against this town center. Okay, he saves the TC, but the TC will go down eventually. Look how many myth units Ehetleos has right now. He has all of those are myth units, just 7 units that are human and all the others are heroes. So yeah, it doesn't really seem that good for Joy. Thank you for the follow, my friend. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. We're seeing the first game between Ehetleos and Joy. Kronos is a complete joke. I don't know, man. I'm not really sure that this is correct. Now we see that this each Papalotl has just 1 HP left. Really nice job from Ehetleos keeping it alive. And look, even more myth units. Ehetleos just goes for the ultimate myth unit spam while getting a second town center. And we have some hero archers here from Joy. That will actually, they cannot really defend against so many myth units. Look how many myth units Joy has. 3 GG middles, 2 Icha Papalotls, 3 Azoiotls, and yeah, look how much damage those guys do. It's like 20 damage per hit on a destroyer, and they are dealing pierce damage. They are dealing pierce damage and they are doing 20 attack on the destroyers. So now we see even more damage happening from all those units, and Ehetleos just got a 3rd town center, which makes me really believe that this game is practically over. Ehetleos will continuously throw units into Joy's base. We see the GG Middles here attacking everything that they can, and Joy at this stage and time decides to tap out. It's game number 1 that goes to Mr. Ehetleos. Really nice play for him. We see 79 to 35 kills, and the resources total. Joy actually did a very nice job keeping up, but it was not enough. He lost a lot of units. Give me a moment please guys, I will be right back. So the second game will be played on mode. Ehetleos will switch to Gaia. So let me fix also the scoreboard. So which for Joy and Gaia for Ehetleos. There we go. So Mode is a unique map. It's like Midgard, but has also food to hunt and kind of weird spawns. Even Rai usually beats it. Should be the worst matchup. I mean, Kronos is good on Extended. Kronos and Guy are better than they are on the Voobly version. And of course Rai is way better than he's on the Voobly version. Anyway, let me get the camera back. There we go. So Joey on the one side playing as Huitzli-Potzli. He's gonna share the wood with the gold, probably because of the job bundling. Gaia's Forest got power for Ehetleos here. Ehetleos is not going for water. He's not going to gather any fish. That actually makes me skeptical about as to why, but at the same time, probably he just wants to advance the earliest possible. Yeah, we see a very forward job bundle from Joy all the way to the other side of the map, and we have now the Tlatoani. Oh, and there we go. Ehetleos killed the priest that was making the job bundle. This is a huge move from Ehetleos, denying the job bundle in the middle of Joy building it, and at the same time dealing a lot of damage to the Tlatoani. So which with this relic it's probably gonna be busted, and Joy has found his fish. He's not gathering though. He's not gathering from this fish. Now he does. Okay, and also this one is not really, he isn't really paying attention to his eco. So let's see if he will get a temple up. Ehetleos probably will try to go for a second TC on Mode. This is a little bit I'm a little bit skeptical about it. I'm not really sure as to if Ehetleos will be able to take advantage of his second TC in Archaic Age. This citizen will build this town center, it seems like. I would prefer him to take this because it has two large gold mines and a hunt to protect, but he's going on the other side with even a third one with 3 citizens. Joey still has to advance. He has 6, 8 boats. Probably he's going for 10. So 10 boats also is big at this moment. And probably he will advance just after this villager is finished. So Koyosaki is the god of choice for Mr. Joy. Joy got 7 on gold and 8 on wood. He needs to retask those villagers also. Ehetleos will take this town center. He will build it with no problems. So class escalates now for Joey is at 55%. Also he revealed the relic and he's now getting the job bounty out. I would like to see Persein to be the very first thing that Joey actually gets. On the other side, the Ehetleos is probably going for those boars. Let's see what is this relic. The scales of Ehetleos and the turquoise snake, those are huge. So this guy gets 0.9 hack down. It's like 10%. It's 10% extra. 10% extra with he has like crash damage of 80%. Let's see how much crash damage he will get from the relic. Okay, he has 4%. This is actually a huge boost to those myth units. And at the angle for Joy, he's not getting any second myth units or so. Ehetleos on the other side, he still hasn't advanced. Okay, there we go, 15% through Leto. Okay, there we go. So we have some harassment here on the left side, manages to push Ehetleos away from his hunt. Ehetleos now got like 3 dogs. So probably he has like 3 fish here, 2 here, 5, probably there is another one either here or here. And on the other side, Joy going for even more villagers, and he's going for a second TC himself. So he got a Persane, really nice. So what he needs to do actually is get into Heroic Age as soon as possible. So Leto comes through for Ehetleos. Ehetleos dropping down a military barracks, 2 military barracks and 1 counter barracks. He has the resources to sustain the production from those buildings simultaneously. But on the other side, Joy will try to advance the Heroic Age and also can gather from those boars if he so chooses. I don't like to see him gathering more wood. I would like to see him get on those boars. They are very close to the town center. This is unfortunately though. Unfortunately the boar went too far away. He can just build a granary and be fine. Okay, where is the armory? Nowhere to be found. So Ehetleos going for heavy attacks on the classical age. You can see that he's making every kind of unit. And as for Joy, Joy is trying to make his way onto the Heroic Age himself. So Ehetleos is up to 17 villagers plus 2 fish. Oh my god, Joy killed 2 of his fishing boats without him noticing. And Joy going also for some side docks. Go Ehetleos population up to 81. As for Joy, he's up to 65. Probably he will click to advance like now. Let's see if he will be able. He still hasn't clicked up. And where's the armory? I think I saw him. There we go. The Craftsman Guild. There we go. He has 47 villagers as of right now. And a lot of resources. Many resources. In order to do whatever he wants, even take a 3rd town center. He clicked up, probably. Yeah, there we go. Midclan technically is the god of choice. Let's see, the Jaguar Knight actually is gonna be very beneficial here for Joy, as it will do a lot of damage to the HP of the units from Ehetleos and also push him back, at least by some time, to Joy. So Joy can also go to the Mythic Age if he so chooses. I'm not really sure that he will be able to without getting harassed. He's going for a triple youth barracks while Ehetleos has 129 population out. So Masons getting researched from Joy. Also, he would need to get those relics out of the temple and just transfer them. Let's see, this temple will probably continue to be up because Masons. There we go, the GG middle myth unit. Going now for another temple, and also I'm not sure he's going for tequila archers, but with just 7 on wood this is never going to work. I would like to see just a barracks from Joy, just a barracks and he will be fine. You don't really need to train so many units. So temple will come for Joy getting a lot of kills. Look at what's happening actually right now. A lot of kills here and there, a lot of god powers getting used. And on the other side, Ehetleos just gathering resources. So Joy manages to push him out, and also what I would like to see is Joy get a lot of them on wood and then get a market, maybe go mythic. Now we have yet another big fight here that Ehetleos is gonna win easily. Joy now is in capture mode. He really wants some more favor, but he's never gonna get it with just 5 units fighting. He really needs to get more people onto food. All those villagers are idle. On the other side, the Ehetleos is going for a heavy land build. As you can see, the first line of upgrades without any crazy amount of upgrades military wise. Now we have heavy units for Joy, and probably we will see also a market. We see a Kamekak here. I would like to just see a market. There we go, a second Kamekak for Joy here. Let's see how they will how Ehetleos reacts to that. He's going for an all-in on the second town center from Joy. Joy losing a lot of population. He has though a huge amount of spam units, and he's also now getting even more prisoners. He has 98 favor, and also we see the Eats Papalotls from Joy and all those myth units that they're getting spawned. Look how much damage the myth units are doing to those to this army composition of Ehetleos, as he's going for yet another counter barracks. Probably he has also an armory. Oh no, he does not have an armory. This is gonna hurt him actually, because as of right now he could have gone for a forward build, but yeah, Ehetleos on this side also took this town center. He secured this hunt, and let's see what the upgrades are now. Okay, a huge queue for Joy here. Ehetleos is not getting as much of a queue. There we go. Look how many myth units which can actually provide you with. There we go. The Queen of Medley, the Summits Papalotl, a Yaoi, also an Aoi Zotl. And this is a very winnable fight for Joy here, as the army of Ehetleos is melting at this point. Look at how many units are going down. So Ehetleos now still has the first line of upgrades. He advanced to the heroic age through Rhea. And Zoe now going for the TC. I think this is the optimal choice here, because you see that the Ehetleos doesn't have the spam to actually consider denying this attack. Look at the queue for Zoe though. Zoe has a lot of resources in the bank. He has a lot of villagers, and he has max villagers, and he just needs to get some houses out. I think he's lacking one house. One or maybe two. Not really sure. So the Age Papalotlis are doing a lot of damage to this town center, like 20 attack per laser. It's a lot. It's a lot. Ehetleos not really advancing. He's trying to get 45 TCs. We can see the forward Kamekak from this side. We can see a Queen Medley and the Yaoi. And I think the Age Papalotl should attack at the Therma Hero, because the Therma Hero will take both of those down. Really nice job from Ehetleos. Ehetleos knows that this unit can actually make a huge difference onto the game. There we go, even more units are gonna fight against each other. We have 168 population to 152. This is actually pretty much. And Zoe is trying to push from both sides, while Ehetleos also trying to push from two sides. And with so much favor that Zoe has, he cannot really lose actually any fight. If a miracle doesn't happen, I think this is a game where Zoe will prevail in the end. And guys, if you will excuse me, I will just close the camera because I am like wanting to yawn for a long time now. So we can see that Zoe is actually doing a pretty decent job at taking down everything and getting control of the map. I would like to see him. He has 3 Queen Medleys. Those things are doing 11 crash damage to the town center. This town center will go down. No mythicates from Ehetleos. Ehetleos is trying to make this palace, but still this palace will be denied and the town center will go down. This is actually something that I don't think that Ehetleos was expecting. We can see the Queen Ametle is doing so much damage to this TC. And Ehetleos at this point decides to resign. Zoe, the OG, gets one game and ties up the series and forces a third game. Un momento guys, we'll be right back. Okay, we are back for the last game. This is game number 3 of the best of 3 series between Ehetleos and Zoe. So let's see which gods they will play as. It's gonna be Tetska Mirror. Teskatlipoka Mirror though. I didn't expect this actually, but here we go. Tetska Mirror. So we have Ehetleos going on berries. I would like to see him go for this Orok. Okay, there we go. On the other side, Zoe could proxy, excuse me, get the Orok by the TC and just build the granary here by the berries. And also, I would like to see which player is gonna get more goats. Zoe right now has already 5 and 2, 7. Okay, 5 for Ehetleos. He could get this. He knows that they are there, but he's not taking them. As for Zoe is getting also his goats, it seems, like 6 now, plus 2, those are 8, 1, 9. So probably 9 goats now for Tower of Cestus and Eye of Horus. Both of those relics are really nice for whichever player takes them. Okay, so we see that those commoners are going in the front on those caribous. Ehetleos, generally speaking, likes to get on his secondary hunt early. So now we have Zoe going for this gold mine. Oh, never mind, he's not going there. He has 100 gold. Okay, on the other side, the Ehetleos also found even more goats, so he has like 12 now, 14. Goats for Ehetleos, on the other side 11 for Zoe, 12. So a little bit more for Zoe, for Ehetleos, excuse me. So Zoe knows about the temple build here. So if Zoe can harass this priest with the Tlatoani, he can actually delay him a lot. And this thing that Ehetleos is doing right now, building the temple with 2 more villagers instead of the warrior priest, is delaying him a lot. So Zoe doesn't really have a temple though, and this is pretty bad for him. Zoe now is trying to gather from those berries. He needs to fix his macro. He needs to go some villagers onto the wood line and some villagers onto this gold mine in order to actually have a decent macro going forward to the classical age. Temple still not going up. Now the temple is up, and let's see, Ehetleos will go to the classical age first through Solotl. So the unbuilt temple was a huge drawback for Zoe in this game. So he will get the Tower of Cestus. Ehetleos got the not really. He has the Eye of Horus. He hasn't really gotten that into the temple, but he will do it in about a minute or so. There we go. He got it. And on this side, let's see what the choice will be for each player. Ehetleos is will try to advance probably to Heroic Age. So Xolotl is the god of choice for Ehetleos. Ehetleos going right away for a TheOG, so this tells me that he's going for straight up Heroic. On the other side, Joy advanced through Wee Total. This gives him access to this cool looking Yaoi myth unit, and I think that both players, oh never mind, Joy is going for a second town center, and as for Ehetleos is going to make some army as it seems. He is getting also the 3 commoners out of the TheOG. This will further help his economy. Joy now taking a TC, 700 HP already. He's getting a TheOG for himself. Ehetleos will try to gather some forces and then advance to the Heroic Age, it seems like. Okay, there we go. Even 3 more commoners onto the wood line. I don't know if he's getting husbandry. Nobody getting a husbandry. So the TheOG is also producing the commoners, and the second TC from Joy can do the work. So now Ehetleos casts the Warrior's Blessing God Power, which gives him 3 Jaguar Knights and 2 Automaton Knights, transformed from the classical age units of the Aztec civilization. So a nice special hit from the Yaoi. Now Joy needs to go back, he doesn't really need to fight. And this is a nice cast of the Hand of Fire, getting some damage dealt to all those units from Ehetleos. On the other side, Joy is going for Heroic Age himself, it seems like. He has 35 villagers to Ehetleos 33. Ehetleos is not has not advanced or clicked up to Heroic Age. And I'm really curious as to who will advance first right now. We see a lot of army getting gathered onto one side of the point of the map for Ehetleos. Ehetleos will try to harass the resources from Joy. Thing is that Joy's second gold mine is this one and the third one is this. I don't know if Ehetleos knows about this though. So Joy loses, will lose a couple of villagers more. Oh, never mind, maybe one more, there we go. And Ehetleos can really attack on the gold mine if he so chooses. I mean, Joy is going to the Heroic Age and he's getting now some units out. And don't forget that this is a Tetska mirror, so every mistake or advantage counts a lot. So Joy now doesn't have any kind of resources to fight. And I don't think this is a fight that he should give actually, because the town center is right here. We don't really want to fight. why fight this? I mean, there are a lot of myth units. And Heroic gets through mid-clan Tetley for Joy here. Ehetleos still is a long way to go to Heroic Age, and he is actually going out for a town center despite being back in age up wise. The other side, Joy already is getting as many upgrades as he can. Same applies for Ehetleos. Ehetleos now will have the resources to advance, but he doesn't have the armory. And look at this. Have you seen ever like 11 villagers building the armory for you to advance the Heroic Age? So the starting gold mine from Joy still has 1800 gold, excuse me. And look at that much army from Ehetleos, 11 spearmen, 11 archers, and like 10 miscellaneous units. While Ehetleos also found his second hand here on the right, also has clicked up to advance the Heroic through mid-clan Tetley himself. It just remains to be seen as to how those two guys will play their cards. So Joy needs to get out of his starting base, going for those gold mines here on the bottom. Also he has the mid-clan Tetley god power, so now also does Ehetleos. Ehetleos picks off the Tlatoani. That must be your birthday. If it's your birthday, happy birthday, my friend. If it's not, then I'm happy that I'm doing this for you. So we now see the double cast of the Death's Awakening. This is a huge fight that Ehetleos can win. Ehetleos must win this fight. If Ehetleos loses this fight, it's probably gonna be game over. On the other side, Joy also needs to win this fight, because if he doesn't win this fight, he doesn't have access to any gold mines, and he's losing like a lot of resources right now. So Ehetleos is forced to go back, and Enid's Papalotl gets spawned from the temple, excuse me. And if I was Joy, I would go for this gold. So Ehetleos now going for a third town center. I think it's a little bit of an overreach, but still a long way to go in order for us to call this an overreach whatsoever. So we see a lot of archers and each Papalotls from Joy on the other side. We see a combination of spearmen and archers. I think the combination from Joy is way better at this point. Ehetleos has better population, and he has managed his population way better than Joy. Joy is housed, and he is badly housed at 100 resources. I think he is gonna be very mad when he actually realizes what has happened. Now we have the start of a good fight here for Ehetleos, because right now Joy saw that he is lacking population space, And this is a big fight. I think of this big fight, Joey will win. He has 2 towers also. He needs to garrison his archers onto the Kamekak. The Kamekak and the the 2 towers plus the army are gonna do a lot of damage to Ehetleos. Let's see, Ehetleos is making a lot of units. He has he has all of his villagers already. He has 80 villagers, but he lost like a lot of units for this operation here on the right. And now I think it's in Joy's hands to manage a comeback from this. Joy still has 2 town centers. Ehetleos is getting a lot more ahead. So we can see now Joy having a lot of upgrades himself on the other side. Let's see the Q for both players. Ehetleos has much better Q. Joy also now tries to catch up a little bit. He's getting walls on top of the Kamekak. I think this is really nice. It will be very defendable now. And now the Age Papalotl is going to kill like a couple of villagers. If Ehetleos is not careful, the Age Papalotl can sit from this side of the gold mine without the Kamekak fighting it. Ehetleos already started a trader that provides him with nearly 100 gold per caravan, and he's probably gonna go to the Mythic Age just after he gets to 1,000 gold that he actually got. And let's see the God of Choice, not here. The God of Choice is TheOG. So TheOG can give you 10 population space and also prevent your opponent from using God powers on a particular spot, just like Isis monuments. Also, I would like to see upgrades from Ehetleos. We see some armory upgrades. We don't see line upgrades, which is really bad. And there we go. Third town center goes up for Joy also. So now Joy should drop down a couple of markets from this side. I really like what I see now from both players. They have a huge queue. So as far as upgrades are going, those guys are very close. So Joy right now, he is going for this side gold mine. I think that this army takes down the Kamekak and he just denies it like forever. On the other side, the Ehetleos is looking forward to advance to Mythic Age, and there we go, he did through TheOG. So the Talocan God power is in this spot. So somehow, some way, Joy needs to focus on another side. Joy still has a long way to go before he gets all the upgrades, and he's actually in a very decent spot. He doesn't even have plow right now, and there we go. Ehetleos now attacks, and this attack will probably be the dagger, because Joy will be forced to come back, and I'm not really sure that his army composition can sustain whatever Ehetleos throws at him. Look at how many upgrades Ehetleos has right now. So let's say that Ehetleos loses this fight. He managed to destroy 2 Kamekaks, like 3 towers. It's a lot of damage, and he's continuously losing reinforcements. So Joy now has just medium units, and on the other side, look at this Tequila Archer. This Tequila Archer has 84 hit points. And yeah, it doesn't look too good for Joy, I'll tell you that. The other side, the Ehetleos will try to push this position. He's going for the tough task of taking down the most fortified TC that Joy has. Second Kamekak here from the top for Ehetleos. On the other side we see the temple coming up for Joy. Joy still doesn't have the resources to advance to the Mythic Age, and Ehetleos right now has, oh, how many? This is like 6k resources from his macro. Look at this macro, man. Look at this macro. 176 population with 77 villagers. So we're talking about 800 population worth of military units. We can see that those rams are going for the town center. Most probably the town center will go down. I don't see any way that the Ehetleos can actually keep this one alive. Excuse me, Joy. And he's in a very different situation than he was like 5 minutes ago. Ehetleos has taken the upper hand. He is pushing from the one side, he is taking everything down. And he's also getting more and more upgrades. He has like 8k resources in the bank. This operation from Mr. Joy will not go as planned. And I would like to see Ehetleos just get 10 villagers or so go to get his 4th town center. Because there is no way Joy can actually defend with just 130 population cap, and Ehetleos being like 176. There we go. 2 rams on the town center. The town center has the masons and fortified, and at this stage of the game Joy decides to tap out. GG's well played from Mr. Joy, getting the 2-1 victory over Mr. Ehetleos, getting the win over Joy Buds. So Mr. OG goes down, and yeah, let's see a little bit of the post game. 180 to 115. Yeah, the resource total was just another story. So yeah, that's it for me today, guys. That's it for me for today. I'm gonna send you guys excuse me, I'm gonna send you over to Kimo. Say hi to him, and see you tomorrow.